horse is part of it. Red light, no doubt start.
Big crowd has assembled here at Ellerslie in Auckland. It's a beautiful day and the sunshine in the main public stand, about to witness this historic race. Such a grueling contest. There's number 9 now, which is Beau Weavell, a horse that's, well, he's got something of a cult following, a $200 weanling purchase. They call him Charlie Horse. He's only a one-win steeple horse, but his claim to fame is the second earlier this season in the Pakuranga Hunt Cup. Beau Weavell on the tote at $10.85 and $3.15. What's going through the mind of Michelle Hopkins as she links up with Hunter, chasing this historic double, and she bids to become the second woman in history to ride the winner of this great race. Tina Regan being the other. There's Wickerman, the maiden steeplechaser from the stable of John Wheeler. Our Jonty's firmed. Gold Story's eased in the market. Solar Rebel is firmed the favourite. They are set to go for the 2001 running of the Mercedes Northern Steeplechase. Keith Holt with the call.
Brother goes in. Saravian to go in. Races in the white cap. So they're bet and set. The big one. The Mercedes Great Northern, and they're off. And an absolute perfect start, the 12 horses now. Saravian just puts his head in front. Prince of Clouds is going. Woolly T goes with them as they approach the first out. Jonty's up handy with Wickerman. Getting back now and dropping back is All Rhythm towards the rear as they settle, and getting back also Solar Rebel. First on the journey and going to it now, and the leader is Saravian, led over from stablemate Woolly T, who out-jumped him. Then followed by right there Smart Hunter, a length and a half behind them. Fair Brother out. Jonty settles on the inside next. At the next on the journey, Beau Weavell over about fifth. They're all jumping beautifully. Wickerman the next one. Prince of Clouds is next, then 2.5 back behind them. Then is Gold Story. They followed Nargile Bay. All Rhythm is the next one, and Solar Rebel is last of all. So they go towards the first, the foot of the hill, the first occasion, the first of 3. Now the leader is Saravian, led about a length and a half. Right there, Smart Hunter in second place. They're spreading out a little already. Fair Brother is next, as up the hill they go. Woolly T is lying about fourth. Out Jonty on the inside next. Off Beau Weavell, they're followed back in the field then by Wickerman. Prince of Clouds is the next horse, then followed Gold Story, Nargile Bay, and then followed All Rhythm, and last of all still Solar Rebel. Going to the first on top of the hill the first time, and the leader now going to it, Saravian, a beautiful jump in the lead. Oh, lovely jump by Smart Hunter, goes up to its girth. Second on top of the hill coming up, they all made it very nicely. Going to the second now, Saravian over with Smart Hunter right there, then followed 2.5 behind them, Fair Brother. Next is Woolly T, then 2.5 to our Jonty. They're followed back by Beau Weavell. Prince of Clouds is the next horse with Wickerman. They're followed well back Nargile Bay. Back there also Gold Story, then followed All Rhythm as down the hill they come. And last of all, as they come down to the Kenny Brown brush, is still Solar Rebel. So coming towards the fence now, and it's still Saravian leading about a couple of lengths. Beautifully rated in front by Wayne Hillis now as he comes to it, and over he goes. Right there on the outside, Smart Hunter is next, then followed over third was Fair Brother getting handy as they angle to the centre now. Then followed out Jonty, he's about 6 off the leaders. On the inside is Woolly T as they come to the big one in the centre, the first here. So the leader is now Saravian just from Smart Hunter. They jumped it is 1, about 3 behind them, Fair Brother. 5 back behind them, then is Woolly T out Jonty. Now they angle towards the water jump. Great sight as they come down to it now. Then followed Beau Weavell is back midfield with Prince of Clouds alongside on the inside of these All Rhythm. But the leaders now, as they approach the water, coming to it now. Saravian the inside up by beautiful jump. Smart Hunter leapt to the lead. They all make the water. They're spread over about 15 lengths and they all jumped it beautifully. So going to the one in the centre, the big one coming up. Pacemaker, Smart Hunter from Saravian. They left it now. Fair Brother, a nice jump third. They were followed over. Right there was Woolly T. Then followed out Jonty as they go towards that sharp corner. Then Prince of Clouds, the next horse. Beau Weavell is next with, then followed on the inside. Then is All Rhythm saving ground. Around they go to the one by the 1600 metres, and Saravian still led. On the outside, Smart Hunter. These two get away 4 to 5 lengths on Fair Brother. 6 away to Woolly T. Then out Jonty. Then followed Prince of Clouds. They followed Beau Weavell, the next one from All Rhythm as they work into the back now and approach the start fence by the 1400. Solar Rebel, the favourite, is back. Wickerman's in that rear group as well, and back there also is Gold Story and Nargile Bay. At the 1400 metres over they go. The 2 leaders still away about 6 lengths in the lead. On the inside now, Saravian off Smart Hunter. Second on the far side, the second occasion. Over they go. Smart Hunter the better jump. Fair Brother in the clear. Woolly T just lobbing along from our Jonty. Prince of Clouds the next one. Wickerman, Beau Weavell the next Inside All Rhythm now, Thornton hasn't moved. Then Gold Story, followed by Solar Rebel, still content to be back. And back with it is Narwhal Bay. At the hill, the second occasion, and the 2 leaders are sneaking away about 8 to 10 lengths as they get up on top. On the inside, Saravian, Smart Hunter is right with it. Now about 10 lengths behind them is Fair Brother as they get up on top of the hill and go into the dip. Our Jaunty's lying about 4th from Willie T. So the first on top of the hill, let's have a look at the 2 leaders going to it now. And it's now Saravian gets the lead back. Smart Hunter jumped beautifully on the outside though, and she's going to put the pressure on him, the lady. They've got about 10 to 12 now to Fair Brother. Second on top of the hill, over they go now. Smart Hunter the better jump and gets the lead as they come down the hill the second occasion. Second place there, right, Saravian sticking with it. They must have 15 to 20 on Willie T in second place now, or third place with them, Fair Brother. Then followed our Jaunty. They're a fair way off the leaders, then Wicker Man, and a fair few lengths back to the other bunch. They get down now to the one at the foot of the hill once again, and the leader is now coming to it. Smart Hunter, Saravian, the 2 of them together. They can jump it about, what, 12, 15 lengths. They're at it now, the others, and Willie T just headed Fair Brother. Then our Jaunty was the next one as they angled into the centre once again. So the pace makers, they've been going at it hammer and nails, these 2, as they come to the one in the centre. And Smart Hunter the outside, Saravian. Smart Hunter jumped it a little the better. Our Jaunty just coming to it with Fair Brother and Willie T. And right there now, All Rhythm starts to make a bit of a bid, so too does Solar Rebel. But down towards the Merc Double now, and they come with a lap to go. And the leader is on the inside, Saravian. Won't lie down. Smart Hunter the better jump on the outside. Second to the double, these 2 take it again. A beautiful leap, Smart Hunter. Saravian second a length away, the others out, Jaunty, Willie T, then followed by Fair Brother, then Solar Rebel coming into it. The big one in the centre, Smart Hunter, beautiful jump, Saravian the better one that time. There's Willie T over with our Jaunty, then Fair Brother, then followed by Weevil. Right there also on the outside of it is Solar Rebel, handy enough with Wicker Man, and back there towards the rear also now Narwhal Bay, and Prince of Clouds is back last. At the 1600 metre fence, they go to it now. Smart Hunter gets away, 2 to 3 lengths now, still Saravian second. 8 away out Jaunty, Willie T going a nice race, 5 back Fair Brother. Wicker Man improving on the inside of it, then followed by Solar Rebel. They followed Narwhal Bay, then followed back by Gold Story, Prince of Clouds, then All Rhythm, and last of all by Weevil. At the 1400 metre fence going to it, over goes Smart Hunter, 2 lengths clear. Second is Saravian, 4 lengths now getting closer is Jaunty. At the second on the far side, also Willie T coming into it. Over they go, they close a little on the leaders now. About 4th is Wicker Man, then followed by then Solar Rebel on the outside of then Fair Brother, then followed back behind it on the inside Gold Story, a long way to Narwhal Bay, Prince of Clouds, All Rhythm and Bo Weevil are under pressure. So they go to the hill the last occasion, and they bunched on the leader. Smart Hunter still in front though, Saravian still on the outside of it. Our Jaunty's only 2 away. Up the hill they go, Willie T is right there now as they go up on top of the hill, and a bunch of horses throw a blanket over these. Wicker Man's now the outsiders racing into it very quickly. 5 back behind them, Gold Story, Solar Rebel still with the show as they go to the first on top of the hill the last time. So the leader coming to it now, Smart Hunter just on the outside, Saravian, 5 back to Wicker Man. Our Jaunty's under the whip a long way out now, 1,000 metres to go as they jump the second on top of the hill, and they still haven't claimed these 2. There's Saravian on the outside, fighting back Smart Hunter. They slipped away, they must have been spelling as they went up the hill, and they've got them about 5 to 6 lengths on Wicker Man lying third. So as they come down to the Kenny Brown, the last occasion, a decent old go. These 2 have led them throughout, and they come now to the Kenny Brown brush. 2 to go in the Mercedes Northern, and coming to it on the outside, Saravian fighting back for Hillis. On the inside, Smart Hunter. The others are coming at them again though. Wicker Man the danger, and about 6 back to Willie Tears around the turn. 500 metres to go. On the inside, Smart Hunter and Michelle Hopkins. Hillis goes wide now on the outside on Saravian for better ground. 4 back to Wicker Man. These are the first 3, and 4th in Willie T. Down towards the last. They've got 1 to go, and Saravian's wrested the lead for Hillis. Going for it, up and over he goes. He's racing for his second Northern, but Wicker Man's the danger, coming strongly on the outside and battling away. Smart Hunter on the inside. Saravian still in front though, 100 metres to go. Wicker Man's about 2 lengths away. Smart Hunter still whacking away on the inside and coming back at Saravian. Saravian still in front. Smart Hunter coming at him on the inside. Hillis in front on Saravian. Can he last? Smart Hunter comes back
And Smart Hunter, nothing in it. Could be a dead heat, don't know. Smart Hunter and Saravian, almost a dead heat in the Northern, don't know. Wicker Man was the third horse home. Our Johnny was the next one behind these. Then followed Nargile Bay. Back behind them also. I've called some Northerns, but nothing like this. Absolutely nothing between them. Wicker Man looked like he was going to head them off. It looked like Smart Hunter here had pride enough. Saravian looks the winner. Then they got down to it and a ding-dong go. And it could be a dead heat. It is apparently the judge. We've really got him going this time. Mr. Andrew O'Toole, I think it's a dead heat.
Bear in mind that both these horses raced on Saturday. What does it say for their constitutions, their guts, their willingness? Smart Hunter and Saravian, they did all the donkey work in front, and at the top of the hill it looked as though Saravian may have had the measure of Saturday's Northern Hurdles winner. But look at it digging, look at Michelle Hopkins riding hard on the inside. Have we just witnessed something historic? Has Smart Hunter become the 8th horse in the 117-year history of this great race to win the double? We wait with bated breath the call of the judge. They don't know, do they? Michelle Hopkins, here he is.
Desperately close photo, 8 and 11. 12, 1, 3 and 4. I stress it is very, very close. Those numbers again, 8 and 11 in a close photo, 12, 1, 3 and 4. 6 horses to wait.
So just waiting on the judge's call. 8 Smart Hunter, ridden by the lady Michelle Hopkins. If it's 1, she becomes the second lady to win the Mercedes Great Northern. In the photo with 11 Saravian, rider Wayne Hillis. If it wins, it is Wayne's second Northern.
You feel?
I'm shaking, yeah. I started shaking about around the go.
Has it happened? You can't believe it, can?
Well, I can believe it, yeah. It's happened, yeah.
Geez, you're very calm, man.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sort of am.
12, 1, 3 and 4.
So a dead heat in the Mercedes Great Northern Steeplechase. What a great result. Number 8, Smart Hunter, a 9-year-old bay gelding by Ivory Hunter from Jean's Jest, raced and trained, of course, by Anne and Kenny Brown. Michelle Hopkins, the second lady to win the Great Northern Steeplechase, and of course Smart Hunter now, after 30 years, emulates the efforts of great horses such as Brockton to win the TV Guide Hurdles, and of course this, the Mercedes Steeplechase. Congratulations to Michelle Hopkins, because she rides the double as well. Saravian, Wayne Hillis by Sir Sean, an 8-year-old chestnut gelding from Avion, of course raced by Mrs. Johnny Arnott, Mr. and Mrs. Kevin O'Connor, trained by Kevin O'Connor at Tiamutu. Wayne Hillis' second Great Northern, and third at the line, of course, going effort from number 12, Wicker Man, and rider Clayton Chipperfield.
Completing the results. Dead heat for first, 8 and 11. 12, 1, 3 and 4. The margins, a dead heat, 2.5 lengths, 8 1/4 lengths, 6 lengths, 5 lengths. Time of the race, 8:21.45. Horses to weigh, 8 and 11, 12, 1, 3 and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the presentation ceremony for the year 2001 Mercedes Great Northern Steeplechase. I'd like to introduce to you the chairman of the Auckland Racing Club, Mr. Jeff Platworthy.
Thank you. Fellow members, race sponsors of the day and other patrons, on behalf of my fellow directors, I extend to you all a very warm welcome to this, the Mercedes Great Northern Steeplechase. Well, what an outcome. Unprecedented, I'm told, to have the dead heat, and I think what a very fitting conclusion to that race. I mean, they both battled hard on. I thought that Smart Hunter got pipped at the post, and I came down the lift with Anne Brown, and it came over that they thought that it had won. And I said, well, that's easy, because where we sit from, it's hard to discern. But as we came out of the lift, the dead heat was announced. And it's so great to see so many people there out on the stand to give the acclamation that they did. Tremendous, really great, and that's what racing's all about. So we look forward to having you all here again next year, hopefully to see another similar example of racing. So that was the 107th running of this prestige jumping race, which today carries a stake of 100,000, and it's been sponsored for the 5th time by Daimler Chrysler's New Zealand Limiteds, one of the country's largest premium brand motor distributors with their Mercedes product. Mercedes have been wonderful sponsors of racing at Ellerslie, and I think today is due justification for the investment that they have made in their sponsorship of racing at Auckland. And I would like to record the club's and the industry's appreciation, because it's an industry effort really, to Mr. Ernie Ward, Managing Director, his colleague Mr. Martin Dawson, and their Mercedes distribution team and dealer network for their sponsorship of this race, and of course our Mercedes Derby Day on Boxing Day. The Mercedes Great Northern Steeplechase attracted an excellent field, with 4 starters in the Anne and Ken Brown stable and 3 backing up from the TV Guide hurdles on Saturday. Mike Dillon reported in the Herald this morning that it was a very even field, but in actual fact we saw that it wasn't, because we had the 2, Smart Hunter and Sir Avion, battling virtually from the start. And what a great thrill coming down the straight. I'd like to hear that sound more often at Ellerslie with the crowd giving their acclamation. It's now my pleasure on behalf of the club and all its patrons to congratulate the winners and to ask Ernie to present the trophies, and he'll make the appropriate comment in respect of what we're going to do in respect of the dead heat. Ernie?
Thank you, Jeffrey. On behalf of Mercedes-Benz New Zealand, I'd like to welcome all racegoers, horse lovers here today for what is a fantastic winter day in Auckland. Mercedes-Benz is very proud to be associated with the Great Northern Steeplechase. It is an event that is time-honoured, that has had many winners in history, but Mercedes-Benz has always been associated with firsts in the motor industry. But now we are associated with the first in racing, the first dead heat in the 100-year plus history of the Great Northern Steeplechase. I think it was last year I mentioned that this race is all about courage, determination and perseverance. And in Smart Hunter and Sir Avion, we've had a fantastic race, and one that is born in a sponsor's heaven. I need not say any more about it, because I'm sure that the press in their wisdom will write plenty about it in the next few weeks. So therefore, I would like to congratulate the owners, the Arnott's, the O'Connors and the Browns for the 2 horses putting up such a great race leading from start to finish. I'd also like to congratulate the trainers, Ken and Anne Brown, and also Sir Avion's trainer, Kevin O'Connor, and also the jockeys Michelle Hopkins and Wayne Hillis. I'm sure you'll all agree they put on a fantastic display. Michelle, being the fighter she is, would probably say she had a moral victory because she carried a half a kilo more. But I'm sure she'll share in the victory with Wayne, and we wish them all the best for their future jumping, for both their steeds, trophies. We've decided that we should have a repeat of this, so we'll be providing duplicate trophies for the owners during the week. So if you'd like to come forth, all the owners, and I'll present you with your winning trophies.
Receiving the owner's trophy on behalf of Anna Ken Brown, of course, Mrs. Anne Brown, part owner, co-trainer, and Kevin O'Connor, the trainer and part owner of Sir Avion. Ladies and gentlemen, the part owner of Sir Avion, Mr. John Abbott.
Mr. Chairman, directors of the Auckland Racing Club, and representatives of Mercedes-Benz, you cannot imagine what a thrill this is for us today. It's been well documented this horse was injured a couple of years ago, and the vet's advice then was he'd never race again, and it's only been through the perseverance of his trainer, and with a lot of help from Peter O'Connor, his son, in the early stages, to bring this horse back to where he is today. I particularly want to thank Kevin and Lennis, who have been lifelong friends, and to win a Northern Hurdles and now win a Northern Steeplechase is just something that's very hard to imagine. Particular thanks to Wayne Hillis, a daring ride, fantastic ride, and he deserves all the accolades he gets. I particularly want to pay tribute to Ross Elliott, who is a regular rider of Sir Avion. He stuck with the ship all the way through, and unfortunately today, because of weight restrictions, he wasn't able to take the ride. He did a marvellous job on the other stablemate, Willie T, to run fourth. I would also like to thank, we have a great cheer squad. We've got about 28 members of the O'Connor family up in the stand today, a lot of them dressed in the colours. And you can't imagine the thrill when the horse jumped the last fence of the cheering that went on by that group. I know they've had a wonderful day. Thank you very much. It would be remiss of me, I think, also to congratulate the Brown family. If we were going to dead heat with a horse, considering the tribulations they've been through in the last couple of months, we definitely congratulate Anne on her win as well. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, part owner and co-trainer of Smart Hunter, Mrs. Anne Brown.
Committee and members of the Auckland Racing Club, ladies and gentlemen, and all representatives of Mercedes-Benz. Well, they decided to call it the Great Race. It certainly was. I've never seen one like it. And on behalf of Kenny and myself, I just want to thank Michelle for doing such a good ride on the horse, and the horse itself, and everybody at home that's helped. And I was just really nervous the last round, because I couldn't see how they could keep going. It was just wonderful. And the result in the end was how it should have been, really, because none of them deserved to lose. And I've known Mr. O'Connor for quite a long time now, lots of years, and he's a great man, and I congratulate him too, and wonderful supporters of jumping. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to call on Mr. Ernie Ward to make the presentation to the jockeys, Wayne Hillis and Michelle Hopkins.
we've got one chair here today, and we're going to buy another one, but I think it would be appropriate if Wayne sat in the chair first, and Michelle, you could sit on his lap. Would you like to do that? This would make a great photo. Okay, that's enough, Wayne. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should do just that. Call on the ladies first, to Michelle Hopkins, to say a few words. Thank you, Michelle.
Auckland Racing Club, the sponsors of Mercedes-Benz, and ladies and gentlemen, and my family that are all here today, I'd just like to thank everyone. It was a great race. Smart Hunter's just outstanding. What a horse to sit on, to do what he did on Saturday, come back and do this again. And if anyone could have had a childhood dream, mine just came home true today. Thanks.
I'd also like to thank the sponsors, Mercedes-Benz. I'd like to thank Kevin O'Connor and his family and the owners. Thanks also to Ross Elliott. Unfortunately, couldn't make the weight, so that was my gain. But my condolences with him, and thanks very much to him. And congratulations to Ian and Ken Brown, and also Michelle Hopkins, and what a fitting result. Thank you.
Now to call on the wife of the chairman here at the Auckland Racing Club, Sally Clatworthy, to make presentation of flowers to Ian Brown, Michelle Hopkins, Lennis O'Connor and Anne Arnott. And finally, to conclude the presentation, concluding remark from Mr. Jeff Clatworthy.
Fellow patrons, we're all aware of the unfortunate accident that Ken had, and I would just like you to stand and join with me in thanking Ken for what he's done for jumping racing in New Zealand, and thank him by acclamation. So if you'd stand and join with me and the other people on the dais, and I'm not sure whether this is going out on trackside, but I'm sure that Anne will convey it to him anyway. So Kenny Graham, thank you very much for what you've done for jumping in New Zealand. Thank you, Kenny. And of course, we don't forget Anne in that remark as well. Thank you. We'll delay the next race for a few minutes, but we'll be underway as soon as possible. Welcome and thank you for coming, and look forward to seeing you here on Saturday week.
And 9 Jupiter's son, of course, Jason Peake. Steve, he'll have his very first ride in the Northern Hurdles.
Yes, and Golden Miller. Looking through his form, my real question will be his ability to get this extreme distance. Last time over the 2 miles, I think it's about as far as he has ever gone. 4,190 metres. Just a question mark for me if he will get the distance. $7.50 and $2.
He's won the 4 hurdle races, 2 of them here last winter, and just loves Ellerslie with the 5 hurdle wins. Well, advance notice, Steve, you were at Pyro, but as you said, it's a huge step.
Too big a step for me, and I think 27s and 6s reflects his odds.
Peter Cunningham a week ago, Steve, he rode his first jumping winner, and he has his first ride in the Northern Hurdles. He's on Jupiter's Sun.
Yeah, I linked them together, advance notice, Jupiter's Sun. I think they're in the same situation. Horses coming through the grades, 1.6, 1.8. But youthful in terms of their experience with jumping, and I prefer to go with those more experience.
So much history, so much prestige in the TV Guide Hurdles, the 117th running of this great race. Let's join Keith Holt for his call.
Start the 1.5 mile shoot. Saravian's going to be the last one to go up, your favourite. Galaxy Lover stands up okay, the red cap, Golden Miller. Smart Hunter, the gold cap. First Country, the grey cap. And in the blue, Gold Story. So Orbit ready now. They've got the power and racing, and the TV Guide hurdles, and away they go. Advance Notice was one of the first out with Saravian over on the rail. Then out wider on the track now is Jupiter's Sun as they approach the first on the journey. Coming to it, Advance Notice over from Jupiter's Sun out wide. Saravian tucking in from on the inside, Golden Miller. Then Esprit de Nor's handy as they approach the second in the straight. Galaxy Lover got back on the inside. Jupiter's Sun skips over the one in the straight. And second place over was then Advance Notice. A link back to Esprit de Nor is next. On the inside, Saravian dropped in about fourth. Working up wider on the track now, Smart Hunter. It's trapped out a wee bit, is going with it also Gold Story. Galaxy Lover in behind the leaders. They're all being steadied a bit as they go up the rise. The first occasion leaving the straight. And back on the inside is Golden Miller, and back there towards the rear is First Country. Now out by the 1600 metres, the first occasion, and the leader is now Jupiter's Sun, a length or 3 parts now from Smart Hunter in second spot. Advance Notice dropped in on the inside next of Esprit de Nor. 2 back behind them then as they work out Gold Story. From then Saravian getting back a little. Galaxy Lover is the next horse. They're followed by Golden Miller and First Country. Going to the hurdle by the 1400 metres, Jupiter's Sun led them at it. Got him over now for about a length and a half in second place. Smart Hunter jumped beautifully. 2 behind them, then Advance Notice is lying third from Esprit de Nor as they go to the next on the far side. At it now, Jupiter's Sun on its outside. Smart Hunter goes with it about a half away. Advance Notice and Esprit de Nor were the next 2. 2 back behind these then. Saravian settling nicely on the inside of Gold Story, Galaxy Lover, Golden Miller and First Country. At the 1000 hurdle and going to it now, Jupiter's Sun led them over a couple of lengths. In second place now still Smart Hunter, 3 or 4 back Advance Notice. 3 parts then Esprit de Nor settled beautifully. 2 to Saravian on the inside as they race down the rise towards the one by the 750 metres and about 15 lengths first to last. Jupiter's Sun in front. 2 to 3 clear from Smart Hunter at the hurdle now. 1, 2 and a huge lead by the leader. Lying third over it was Advance Notice. Esprit de Nor a nice jump about fourth. 2 back Saravian with his head on his chest on the inside. Around the turn they come, then followed by Gold Story, back Galaxy Lover, back also Golden Miller, and First Country is last as they come round the turn by the 500 metres. So, at the start once again, and the leader is Jupiter's Sun into the straight. There's no change in the racing order. He's got a break of about 5 and going keenly as he comes to the first of 2 in the straight. Smart Hunter right there in second place. Up wider now, Golden Miller got a little handier from Advance Notice. Saravian hasn't moved on the inside, and they work down to the second in the straight. Jupiter's Sun is the leader. Comes to it now, got in straight over now. Smart Hunter in second place. On the inside, Advance Notice right there, Golden Miller. And they're well bunched up now as they go to the judge with a lap to go. First Country is the last horse. So Jupiter's Sun just in front now, right there Smart Hunter on the inside, Advance Notice. Golden Miller worked up 3 wide as they leave the straight. Saravian came off the rail there. Then Esprit de Nor was the next one, then followed by Gold Story, Galaxy Lover, and last of all still is First Country by the 1600 metres. Now the leader, no change, Jupiter's Sun still in front. Led about 2 lengths, right there Smart Hunter's been second throughout. His bid now worked into about equal third. Check back quickly was Advance Notice at that point, and then followed Esprit de Nor. At the 1400 metre hurdle, Jupiter's Sun a half length, right there Smart Hunter, and over next Golden Miller. Fourth Saravian, Esprit de Nor, then Galaxy Lover, then followed First Country starts to make its bid, and Gold Story in that group. They jump the next on the far side. The 2 leaders, Jupiter's Sun and Smart Hunter, as one. They go towards the next now by the 1000 metres, and these 2 leaders get away 3. Smart Hunter now, Hopkins putting the pressure on. Second place, Jupiter's Sun going to the hurdle. Smart Hunter over, slipped over nicely. Golden Miller going nicely, jumped into second. Esprit de Nor the next one. Then followed Galaxy Lover, then Saravian on the inside. Gee, I'm a bit worried about him. I don't know whether he's flat to the boards or not. Then Gold Story is next, then 5 back behind them, First Country, and Advance Notice is last. Going to the 700 metre mark, and it's Smart Hunter in front now. Golden Miller comes after it on the outside of Esprit de Nor. These 3 get away. 5 lengths on Saravian. 2 back behind them now, Galaxy Lover. The others are all flat as they come round the turn. So with about 600 metres to go in the TV Guide hurdles, and the leader is Smart Hunter. The ladies going for the doctor, but Hillis is coming onto the Sprint du Nord strongly on the outside, drifting somewhat now. Golden Miller into the straight they come. Smart Hunter at 2-horse war. Esprit du Nord on the outside, coming back strongly. Smart Hunter over quickly. Esprit du Nord in second place, but Smart Hunter's got the flat now, about 3 lengths clear on Esprit du Nord. Then followed Golden Miller. 1 to go for Smart Hunter. She goes to it. She's been third in this race on 3 occasions. She's going to get the money today. Michelle Hopkins, she races away for the Kenny and Anne Brown combination, going to the post, and Michelle Hopkins, good on you, lady. She's won it easily now with Smart Hunter. Second, Esprit du Nord. Third at the line then was Golden Miller, a long way back. Sir Avian, they tied this lot. Then followed by Gold Story. Back was Galaxy Lover, and well back towards the rear was First Country and Advance Notice, and last home was Jupiter's Sun. Brave ride. She was there in second place throughout. She put the pressure on with 1,000 metres to go, and Stevie, look at her go here at the second last.
Yeah, wonderful performance by Michelle Hopkins. Congratulations to the Brown camp. Smart Hunter, second in the race last year, always going well, and has withstood all the challenges of the opposition over the last in good style. Esprit du Nord fighting hard. Further back in the field, we've got Golden Miller and Sir Avion. Well, with the big weight, he has tried hard and ended up in 4th position. Michelle Hopkins 3 times second in the race, and she writes her name into the history books today with success in the TV Guide hurdle, and she salutes the judge. Second will be Esprit du Nord, and Golden Miller, also from the Brown camp, will be third ahead of Sir Avion. Well, Michelle began her jumping career in 1990. Here's the judge.
Number 3, Esprit du Nord. Third, number 5, Golden Miller. Fourth, number 1, Sir Avion. Fifth, number 4, Gold Story. And sixth, number 8, Galaxy Lover. 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 8. 6 horses to wait. Completing the result, 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 8. The margins, 8 lengths, 3 1/4 lengths, 19 lengths, 6 1/2 lengths, 4 1/2 lengths. Time of the race, 5:15.64. Horses to weigh, 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 8.
So returning to scale, number 2, Smart Hunter. He's a 9-year-old by gelding, by Ivory Hunter from Jean's Jest, owned and trained by Anne and Ken Brown. The lady rider, Michelle Hopkins, becomes the first lady rider to win the TV Guide Northern Hurdles. 3 times second in the event, and Michelle Hopkins brings the winner, Smart Hunter, back to scale. Incidentally, this horse is also paid up for the Mercedes Great Northern Steeplechase on Monday. Second at the line, a game effort, Esprit du Nord, rider Wayne Hillis. And third at the line, from the Ken and Anne Brown stable, number 5, Golden Miller. Smart Hunter paid $6 and $1.90, $6 and $1.90. 3 Esprit du Nord paid $1.70. 5 Golden Miller, $2.15, $2.15. Quinella, $14.05, $14.05. Trifecta, $141.30, $141.30. Double, $87.55. The concession was $37.50. And the treble paid $1,975.90, $1,975.90.
I'd like to introduce to you the chairman of the Auckland Racing Club, Mr. Jeff Clapworthy.
Thank you. Fellow members, race sponsors of the day and other patrons, on behalf of my fellow directors, I extend to you all a very warm welcome to this, the TV Guide Hurdles race. We have just witnessed the 110th running of this prestige jumping race, which today carries a stake of 50,000 and has been sponsored for the 9th year by Independent News' TV Guide, the country's largest circulation weekly publication. The TV Guide has been a long-term sponsor of racing in Excelsior, and I would like to record the club's and the industry's appreciation to the editor of the TV Guide, Mr. David Williams, who is representing the TV Guide here today for the 9th consecutive year. This race is absolutely magnificent, and I'm sure that David will be very happy that the Browns won the race, because he retires next month should I say, and I'd like you to join me in wishing him all the very best for a healthy and enjoyable retirement. And at the end of the presentation, I will make a presentation from the Auckland Racing Club to David. The TV Guide Hurdles attracted an excellent field, with 4 of the team from Anne and Kenny Brown's stable. And what a great win there. As was mentioned earlier by Hobby in the commentaries, and on page 1 of your race book, there's a recognition for Kenny Brown, and we've named the brush fence just as we come down from the hill in name of Kenny Brown, and that will be called the Ken Brown Brush forever in the future. So, with that, the win by Smart Hunter, and I'm sure that Anne and Kenny Brown will be very pleased with that, and I'd like to congratulate them on behalf of the club and all the patrons here today. And Anne, we're thinking of you with your problems with Kenny, and we wish you all the very best in the future. Of course, the Smart Hunter was ridden by Michelle Hopkins, an outstanding rider, and I think she could be there in the money on Monday. So I'd now like to ask Mr. David Williams, editor of the TV Guide, to present the trophy to Anne Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think it's just coincidence the sun's come out. It's been a very dark period for racing, and particularly the winter racing with Kenny Brown's tragedy. But the sun is out now, and I'm sure that no matter where people's wallets were, their hearts were with the Browns today, and it's a wonderful result. We congratulate them all and hope they get many more, and hope very much that Kenny enjoyed this. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the presentation of the trophy to co-owner and co-trainer Anne Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anne Brown.
Mr. Williams and all the people from TV Guide, President and members of the committee and of the Auckland Racing Club, and all the other members and all the public, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so pleased about this. I hope Kenny saw this, and I hope that he was feeling good about it, and I'll be going up to see him soon. I just thought this horse would go pretty well. We've been taking to things for quite a while, and I've ridden him at a few trials, and I've won one on him, and I told him you've got to ride him like an amateur, and he goes well. And he did go so well today. And Michelle rode him just so well, and I'm just so pleased for her, because she's been with us for years and years, and she did so well today. And Michelle rode him just so well, and I'm just so pleased for her, because she's been with us for years and years, and she only came to us when she just left school, and she's won a lot of races for us, and this is her greatest win. And I'm just so pleased for everybody that's helped me since Kenny got hurt and everything like that. Thank you very much.
I'd now like to call on Mr. David Williams to make the presentation to the winning jockey, the first lady jockey ever to win this race, Michelle Hopkins.
Good luck for Monday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Auckland Racing Club, Mr. and Mrs. Brown, I'd just like to thank everyone. I said it's a great pleasure for me to win this race, especially at the moment with Mr. Brown watching it. We wish he was here, but he can't, so I'm glad it's happened this way, that we can, all the horses have gone well today, and Mrs. Brown's just done such a wonderful job with her riding the horse every single day, and just thanks everybody. It's a great day.
Now the president of the Auckland Racing Club to make a presentation to the retiring editor of the TV Guide, David Williams.
As I mentioned earlier, I'd just like David Williams to come forward and accept this small token of appreciation to him for his contribution to sponsorship at the Auckland Racing Club over the last 9 years. David.
And finally, a presentation of flowers. I'd like to call on the wife of the president, Mrs. Sally Clatworthy, to make the presentation of the flowers to owner and co-trainer Mrs. Anne Brown. To the winning jockey, Michelle Hopkins. And to David Williams' wife, Mrs. Paula Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a close the TV Guides Hurdles 2001 presentation ceremony. Smart Hunter takes his record to 89 career starts, 9 wins and 36 minor placings. Stakes earnings now in excess of $140,000. Just a reminder that Monday, the Mercedes-Benz buffet breakfast and the Polo Lounge at the bottom of the members' stand at 9:30. The Great Northern Breakfast is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz at 9:30 Monday in the Polo Bar. Thank you.